Here. Hey, it's Lynne Brown. I'm a speaker, trainer, and coach, and a teaching partner with Empowered Living. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. The first half of my life, I spent people pleasing. And then in my spare time, I was literally trapped by the opinions of other people. I mean, it was honestly more like living in a mental prison. And then, one day I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I just took one step in the direction of my dream. And it was amazing. I mean, it wasn't in an instant. I'm not saying it was magic, but when I changed the way that I looked at things, the things that I looked at began to change. It's that like that quote, Wayne Dyer's quote. I mean, it was true. And so now I've just committed the rest of my life to partnering with people who want to do the same. It's really how I got started with this Gritty Women, global podcast. I wanted to share just and grow with people who wanted to become the best versions of themselves. And so today it's no different. I look forward to introducing my friend to you, Tola Arinola from Manchester, UK.
Hi, Lynne.
Such a heart to serve. And so I'm not going to take any more time. I'm going to turn it over to her. Tola, we are so happy to have you today as a guest on our podcast.
Thank you very much, Lynne. It is a honor to be here as a guest of yours. Thank you very much. It's exciting.
Wow. And we just want to hear from you, what's going on in your world, what's on your heart, and what are you most excited about right now?
Okay. I'm excited about, the people around me. I'm excited about the people that I am privileged to lead and to support. I'm also a coach, speaker, and trainer with the John Maxwell team. So that is exciting for me. I do a lot of mastermind groups with leaders, with people who are looking to get into business, entrepreneurs, imparting them, also doing one-to-one coaching with them to help them become a better version of themselves. So that is exciting for me right now.
That is so awesome. What do you think is the biggest thing that you've learned over the last 60 days? I know we were talking about being in this lockdown mode and just all the things that are happening in our world. What are you learning right now?
Well, I'm learning that, I can make use of any situation, any crisis to become a better version of myself. At the start of this year, nobody envisaged that this was going to happen. So for some people, it's a time to panic, it's a time to be fearful and all of that stuff going on. But I have taken that opportunity to step back and to kind of reassess my life and see where I can do better, where I can support people better. So I've used that period. I'm training people online. I'm meeting more with the people on my Facebook group, and I have seen transformation in people's lives. I've been there for people, and it's just exciting to see that even in the midst of so much chaos and crisis and so much uncertainty and all that, to even see that, I can make a difference to the people around me and even people afar off as well. So it's been, an exciting time. It's been a time where I've always believed in mentoring and coaching, but I do believe in it the more now because I am a product of the product. So the people in my life, my mentors and my coaches have imparted so much into me in this last few days. And I, in turn, have imparted so much into the lives of the people around me. So it is exciting times, really. It is really beautiful to see that we can do so much even with so little at our disposal.
That's right. Just sometimes the little steps that we take can change the trajectory of our life. And I know that if there's anybody listening that's like me, I'm just going to be honest, just because that's how I roll. But I mean, really, I'm going on my 7th year in this personal growth journey that I'm on now. I was, raised in a good home and always raised in a church, but there was so much that was holding me back that I was not aware of. And I never knew about personal growth. Some people kind of laugh when I tell them that. They're like, you didn't know about that you could change, kind of the direction of your life. I'm like, no, I was just stuck. I could not see. It was like a blind spot. So kind of talk to our listeners today about maybe one thing that they could do to begin to implement in their life that maybe could add value to their life so they could go back, add value to others. What's maybe something that you did to begin that change in your own life?
Well, I'm very much like you. I grew up in a Christian home as well, very much a part of church. I was in the choir and all that. And my parents were kind of focused on education at all costs and all of that. And so I thought, I had a good childhood, I had a good upbringing. And if anyone were to have said to me that there was something lacking in my life, I would have said, no, not at all. But over the last few months, perhaps maybe a year even, I did a lot of study personally. I'm a person of faith. So yes, I do study the Bible. And also, even looking back at my own life and seeing perhaps where I could have done better, perhaps where I had made mistakes. And it was like a deep dive, if you like, to uncover truths for myself. And that exercise, that experience made me realize that I wasn't living up to my full potential. I wasn't doing what I was passionate about. I was kind of, wearing a mask and trying to please everyone around me and trying to be everything to everyone, which is not possible. So going through that process and also submitting myself to mentors and coaches has made me realize that there is so much more that I could be doing. And like I said earlier, all of it just kind of came together beginning of this year. I started my group where now I reach out to people and I've got quite a good following. And it's just made me realize that I've bottled in so much under the mask of, maybe trying to be humble and, that kind of thing. I have kind of not been my authentic self. So one message that I would have for people is you got to be authentic. You've got to be yourself. You've got to show up as you, because every other person is taken, unfortunately. You've got to know that you have a purpose in this world, in this life. Purpose in itself is not something that is static, it's dynamic, and you've got to dream big and reach for your dreams. So my advice is, and I'm not saying this because I'm a coach or because Lynne is a coach, I'm saying this because I actually do believe it. Because again, I say I'm a product of the product. Get yourself people around you, people who can motivate you, people who can mentor you to be the best that you can be, people who can coach you, who can bring the unconscious to the surface and help you fulfill your God-given purpose, help you to fulfill your passion, help you to discover your passion, your reason for being, when you get to that point, I tell you, there's a freedom and there is an excitement that comes with it that, yes, I am actually living my best life in this very moment. So that would be the advice that I would give to anyone and everyone that's listening right now.
Wow, that is so timely and so powerful, because it's just like if we had little sunflower seeds and we threw them out and into the highway or a paved road, they would not grow. They have to land in toxic soil and healthy soil, not toxic soil. And we are the same way. And so we have to surround ourselves with people who want to grow and add value to people. And I think that's, you know, we share that, you know, together. We share that. We have that same heart for people. And I don't believe that there's ever been a more important time, you know, whatever we're dealing with, whether it's a physical illness or whether it's a mindset that has to change, or whether it's just our hearts that have to change. We have to get to that place where we see value in every single person in order for us to be free, like you said, to step into who we were called. And I believe with all my heart that every single person has that desire to do, be, and have more. And so there's never been a better time in our world. It's no more just about what's happening in our home or our community, our state or nation or country, whatever. It's the world. We are global. We are here united together to make a difference in this world. And so how can our listeners get in touch with you, Tola? Do you have a website or something? Talk to us about that. How can they find out more about you?
Okay. I do have a website. It's linked to the John Maxwell group. So it is johnmaxwellgroup.com and then / Tola Arinola. So johnmaxwellgroup.com and then / my full name, Tola Arinola. That's
okay.
That's
you
my
might
website.
want to spell, can you spell your last name? Tola is Tola. I got that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, you spell Arinola.
Okay, Arinola, Arinola. Arinola, Arinola.
Perfect. All right. Well, I know that they're going to want to reach out to you. And tell us real quick, when you think of the word gritty, because you know that's what we are. We are gritty women. The G stands for gratitude, R for resilience, I for inspiration, and the 2 T's in gritty. I always say, you know, we got to think tough because this life is not for wimps. And the Y is you be you. Which one of those resonates with you the most?
I like the sound of that, and you know, I want to sign up and be a gritty woman too, because I think, yeah, technically I should be.
You are a gritty woman.
Okay, I'll go for R for resilience. The reason I say that is that, you know, as women, we've got to be resilient. We wear so many hats in so many circumstances that it's only our sheer resilience and determination that would actually see us through certain things. So we may face difficulties. There may be issues around family, around health. There may be, you know, work situations. You know, a lot of things have happened over the last few months and all that. But our resilience and our shared determination is going to see us through. We don't give up. We're gritty women after all. We stand up, we show up, we act up. You know, we say, I'm in this for the long haul, and I'm going to take care of business. I'm going to help in whatever way I can. I've got people relying on me. I've got kids. I've got a husband. I've got community relying on me. So I can't give up. You know, I've got to be resilient. I've got to put on my big girl pants and go for it. So I want to encourage us, you know, being resilient, it doesn't mean that we're aggressive or that we're arrogant or anything like that. It just means that we have a determination within us. We can be gentle, we can be soft-spoken and all that, but we still have a determination to say, I'm going to make my life count. I'm going to work in my purpose and in my passion, and I'm going to be everything that God wants me to be, what I was created for. I'm not going to let nobody put me down because I'm a woman, because of anything, because of my age, because of my skin color, because of anything. We're going to be resilient, and we're going to be determined, and we're going to think tough, and we're going to show up, and be ourselves.
Oh, that's awesome. And you are definitely a gritty woman. So you are right in this movement with us. And I just want to thank you so much for, giving us your time today, because you traded your lifetime today to be on our show. And I certainly, appreciate it so much. And
thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And, we say that we're going to fall down 7 times, but we're going to grit up 8. And I believe with all my heart that gritty is the new pretty. It's the new strong. It is the new way for women to think and live and just move and step into their purpose. So thank you again for having us. And, I just want, all of our listeners to stay tuned. We have some big things coming out. We have a Gritty Women virtual conference coming out, and just some exciting things that are happening as we grow and move into all places of the world. So thank you again. Go have a gritty, I guess it's nighttime where you are, but have a gritty evening. I'm gonna have a gritty day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Lynne. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay. Bye.